Want to be on camera?
No, I don't have my makeup. My makeup's not done. I look horrible. I mean, I look better than you, but still.
Wow. Okay, so we went and saw Iron Man Blue.
I believe it's Azul Man.
Azula Man?
No, Azul.
Azul.
And how
Azul.
or not Razul.
Azul.
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 Is that not how they say?
Or is
blue?
it Zod? I don't know.
Azul is not how they say blue in Spanish.
Yes.
Well, then
yes,
there you
go. So yeah, we saw
DC's Iron Man.
We saw DC's Iron Man.
I went with flat. Say we saw Blue Beetle, and I'm a bit more of a Marvel fan than DC, but I knew what I needed to know about the character. It didn't ruin the movie for me. It didn't make it, like, oh, well, in the comics, but it's one of those things where you watch the movie, and if you've obviously seen like all the different MCU movies that are out there, you're gonna sit there and say like, okay, yep, saw that in Iron Man. But I was one of those people, I noticed it. I mentioned to him after the movie was over. Oh, and by the way, speaking after the movie was over, you don't have to stay for the end credit.
Well, that's the end of the review, guys. Thanks for watching. No, yeah, so we're trying something different here since the last couple videos I didn't edit, and then the ones before that nobody watched. So I don't know if it was just the audio format or just timing being late, because I'm gonna have this out tomorrow actually.
And yes, I bought the bug spaceship.
Yep, here's the buckets and the cups. Well, I'll put that in post.
I actually bought the Beetle popcorn bucket.
I just got the regular cup and bucket.
When I took, no, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, I did.
No, you got like the bag of popcorn.
No, I got it right before.
Whatever.
Yeah, I come to the movies with other people too.
Mm-hmm. So you went to Oppenheimer and you bought Blue Beetle stuff, huh?
Yeah, it was here. I was like, well, I might as well get it.
I heard that movie was the bomb.
Yeah, and it made me sick too. The lot of flashing lights in that movie. I guess I'm old now. Can't deal with a lot of like.
Anyway, I said I bought that when me and my niece went to the Turtle movie. Which, it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Except for like the one dude who seemed to think he had to record the movie when his girlfriend, took one of the kids to the bathroom and then gave the phone to the kid to watch what he missed, but then they were not watching what was on the screen. But whatever.
Cool. Yeah. So we saw Blue Beetle, and man, DC is such a disaster, guys. Like. And it sucks because, like, I think that was a pretty good movie. I mean, was it a 5-star, like trying to think of a really a solid movie that's not a Marvel movie that I really liked. It's not the original Turtles movie.
No.
In terms of like quality and like, but then again, how can you compare it? It's two different eras and two different styles of filmmaking.
Well, also put it this way:
practical effects versus CG. I mean,
shit, the CG was.
Wow! So whoever did the CG, I almost said CG on this film, where were you on the Flash? And I know we haven't got those. We haven't put that video out as of recording this. I haven't put that video out, and I probably will put those out as like lost episodes or something since it's been so long now. I don't think anybody cares about our opinion now of the Flash, but I just feel like DC is a huge disaster with the whole. Well, it's Blue Beetle's like its own thing because it was in production and pretty much finished before the new reigns of James Gunn and whoever the hell the other guy's name is took over. And then it was like, oh wait, no, Blue Beetle is the kind of the beginning. So Blue Beetle's the beginning of what's going to be the new DC after the Flash reset, which made 0 sense, by the way. So Batman and Superman exist because they were both name dropped in this movie. There is very subtle. It's like, well, he's not like Superman. Well, he can. No, what do you say? He can fly.
Superman can fly.
Superman can fly, and then obviously it was in the trailer. Batman's a fascist, so Batman exists as well. So that means Superman Legacy can't be an origin story. It can't be an origin story or anything.
If you were to look over here, like, what if they record me?
That's probably what they would think, and then we get reported, and then maybe you would go in jail because I would deny die. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I couldn't think of the word I was gonna say, and it came out as blah blah blah. Yeah, the acting in this movie was solid. It was solid acting. I mean, he cried a couple times. I could hear him.
I didn't cry.
He was over there. Fuck yeah.
I also have allergies. So
okay, yeah, a lot of allergies in the theater. Would I say the movie was predictable? Yes, But I think that is a problem with superhero movies in general, not a problem with this movie. I think
there's a lot of movies in general.
Well, I mean, like when it comes to superhero films,
let's talk about that John Cena one where he had like the kids who their parents were away and then the parents died or whatever. I said, yeah, he's going to adopt them, and sure enough, at the end of the movie, he's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I did it. Yeah.
Classic the meme.
But yeah, so no, what I guess I mean is superhero movies have found a formula that gets butts in the seats, like a formula of telling the story, like the beginning, middle, and end.
Speaking of butts, there is the whole initiating butt fart.
The butt fart. The Blue Beetle had a butt fart. It followed a lot of the traditional, like, that we have gotten the last 10 years, like, both from Marvel and DC. The only problem with DC is DC likes to just speed through everything and get to the finish line, and they skip all the important pit stops on the way to get there. And I feel like this movie did just enough to introduce the Scarab and what the Scarab is. Obviously, it's alien technology and all that crazy stuff. And then it also, like, a couple surprises for me. I knew the dad was gonna die. I knew one of the family members was gonna die, and I figured at one point it was probably gonna be the dad. And then I thought it might have been George Lopez's character. Rudy. I almost thought it was gonna be Rudy, and then I was like, no, it was the dad, and so he had his Uncle Ben moment, you know. Kind of reverse, you know. He had his canon moment, I guess you could say. And you know, let's
put it this way.
You know, it was kind of like an Iron Man / Venom thing, because, like, you know, it was a very Iron Man style of, like, you know, has a sentient being inside his mind telling him what to do, or talking over. But then, like, this like a symbiote was taking over, but not like in a bad way, because it didn't like replace him. It just kind of like became part of him or something. So it was like a weird thing. But I like how, and I didn't see this coming with the woman, the girl, that I guess he ends up with, I guess, at the end. I did not see her father being the original Blue Beetle.
Well, gosh,
I didn't see that.
Her name was Jenny Cord, and she kept talking about her dad, Ted Cord. So, I mean, again,
was he the Blue Beetle? I guess I never read.
Did you not do your research?
No, I did no research.
You know the
So I never read anything about. I never read any Blue Beetle comics growing up. He was like one of those obscure characters. I think I might have heard about him a little bit. I never watched Smallville, so I never saw him on that.
Well, like I said,
I think he showed up once or twice in Justice League Unlimited, but again, I wasn't like actively watching that show.
So I think he was on the show. I don't think he was actually in the Smallville episode where they reintroduced that Blue Beetle.
Right. So I guess it didn't occur to me that, like, the dad was Blue Beetle. Like, it didn't occur to me. So, like, for like a non-comic book fan, like, that was like, oh, okay, cool. All right, that makes more sense now.
Basically, he's more like a bit like Tony Stark without the armor.
Right, like a Batman.
Without the tragic backstory.
Without the tragic backstory. Well, we don't know what his tragic. Well, I mean, maybe the wife.
Well, I think
is the backstory. That's what maybe.
Again, I could probably go. I pull my phone, Google it, but I don't know if he actually had a wife in the comics. I don't.
Right, and I just took it as, oh, okay, I see what I see. He got the Scarab, his wife died, and then that's probably when he became Blue Beetle.
No, I think it was like, you know. Anyways,
I'm just assuming. I
do know he was actually part of the Justice League, because he was part of the league when they got their asses handed to him by Doomsday.
Yep. So yeah, I mean. And then, okay, there is one mid-credit scene where basically establishes the dad's. I don't think it was the dad. I think it was somebody else.
No,
was it the dad?
Yeah, because he said, tell her to give.
Okay, so what's that? Because I was thinking that it might be. It might have been like Booster Gold too, because Booster Gold is also like, I know he's from the future.
He's also been associated with Blue Beetle, because there was a...
Yeah, he goes from the future to be a superhero with future tech. So.
And that's how he knows, like, all the stuff that he knows about,
right.
Who Superman is and all.
Yeah, he knows who
everybody is. There was actually a McFarlane 2-pack of Booster Gold and Blue Beetle.
Oh, nice. So, and I'm guessing that...
No, I do not have that one. I've seen it in the store before.
I'm guessing that this Blue Beetle is, like, the third Blue Beetle from the comics? Or is it like a new character?
No, because if you're thinking like...
Because there was 2 suits. Or did his dad just have 2... Well, technically there was 3 suits, but 1 suit was missing. And she kept looking at it, so I'm assuming that was her dad's suit.
Well, they were all... It's just
maybe they're all his suits, too.
Batman has different...
Right.
But no, it was this... Jaime Reyes is basically we guess we'd call him the second Blue Beetle.
Okay, so it's like
he was the second character to take the Blue Beetle name.
Right. Okay. So it's like like if you gotta compare it to Marvel, this is like Iron Man meets Ant-Man.
It would be more like Ant-Man meets Ant-Man. Yes,
I guess
because you had
because it's like you have a military, you have a company that's
what I'm saying is
military weapons and
basically what I'm saying is the fact that Hank Pym was Ant-Man back in the day, and then now
Scott Lang is Ant-Man. That's what I mean like because like I think general audiences will compare this movie a lot to Iron Man. In terms of the suit, maybe even more so Ant-Man. Maybe more so Ant-Man with the whole like legacy of Blue Beetle and everything like that. And I was at one point.
Not once did they ever call him Blue Beetle though.
Yes, they did.
Not
him, not Hyman, but he did mention when she revealed to them that her dad was Blue Beetle.
Your dad was Blue Beetle?
He's like, your dad was Blue Beetle? So it was like, oh, so I'm assuming like if there's a sequel, which I hope there is a sequel, he'll probably be called Blue Beetle by that point, or he'll take the name Blue Beetle.
Or if he has one of those things where basically she's like, oh my god, my dad's alive. We need to, I'm sure when she gets back to the house or whatever, the mansion, and she'll find the thing. But it's one of the things where I can easily sit there and see that if they were to do a sequel.
Well, here's the question: do you think he's on Earth?
You use a satellite to reach there, so I'm gonna have to
off world.
No, because Blue Beetle doesn't go off world. He's just a regular human.
I mean, he did go up into space for a second.
Yeah, in the suit.
In the suit.
But not Ted Kord's Blue Beetle.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying
the plot of the movie is they'll probably go trying to find him, and then,
right. But I'm just, I guess it's just a thought, like maybe like the aliens that created the Scarab took him, actually, or something. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
I can tell you this from what I learned from the Young Justice cartoon that Scarab, there is like a race of them, kind of like the symbiotes from.
That's why I was comparing it to the symbiote.
Because there are other ones where basically they were to come to Earth and they were supposed to take over.
Are they symbiotes in the comics? Is that their official name?
Well, they don't call them symbiotes. They basically there are other Beetles.
Right. No. I mean like in Marvel, like the symbiote that took over the Venom symbiote. I thought they had a different name. Like they revealed, like when they did the Planet of the Symbiotes, I think they revealed that they were actually called something else.
Yeah, there's a race, but who fucking cares?
Right. But anyways, like, so like this is very much not connected to anything DC's done. Like, so this could stand on its own.
It's one of those things where they don't. I mean, yes, they name drop Superman, Batman, but let's face it, they did that same thing in Shazam.
Yeah, but Wonder Woman showed up in Shazam, and Superman technically.
No, you're talking about Fury of the Gods.
Right, and I'm saying it even in the first one. Technically, Superman was in the post-credit scene, even though it wasn't Henry Cavill. They still
because at the time
still showed up.
He was doing The Witcher.
He was doing The Witcher, and there was still like up in arms if they were. I don't know, but I'm just saying that if in terms of like how much this film connects to DC and like past DC films, Shazam was far more connected because they even had like Aquaman references, and then like they had like he had like the was it a bullet?
It's a bullet.
It was a bullet
that
hit Superman, and then like he had like the batarang and stuff like that. This one didn't have any of that kind of stuff. Literally 2 name drops, and that was it. There was no other reference to anything else.
Let me put it this way: they're still basically like that. They name drop. It's like same thing. Like oh yeah, I got this bullet that hit Superman. It's
yeah. I guess I just feel like Shazam was felt more. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that if you were to tell me like this is not a DC movie, and you were to cut out the name drops of Batman and Superman, just throw somebody else in there, this could be like its own thing. Like the way this movie was done, it could be literally its own thing, which was good because it didn't have to depend on the Flash, which was horrible, or depend on Shazam or Aquaman, whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying. It felt like it was a solid movie. The acting was good.
For a movie that was going to be originally just put on HBO.
See, I didn't remember hearing about that. I thought it was always meant to be.
I read it somewhere, and said they were going to put it in this movie. But they put this out there, but they wasted $90 million on Batgirl, and then
the tax write-off.
Yeah, well, that's basically they wasted the $90 million for making the movie. It's like, oh yeah, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and.
I mean, if you think about it, $90 million for a movie is kind of low nowadays. I mean, we were talking about like Secret Invasion doing $200 million budget. That was where'd you spend that money
I'm
at?
pretty sure a lot of it was on
Where did you spend that money?
I'm sure some of it was on the effects.
The effects were and I'm sure Batgirl probably does more practical effects anyways than probably special effects. Is what he really needs special effects not really for. Not anyways like Blue Beetle would be or anything like that. But no, I mean, and even at the even at the end when they when he like his mask got cracked open, like it made sense. And anybody who's watched Blue Beetle and you watch this, leave a comment down below. What did the villain remind you of? Like his suits. Like it almost reminded me like fucking like what is it, Digimon? Like Greymon when he has like the X armor or some crap.
Yeah, I never watched
I don't know if you
that
ever,
show.
oh, you never watched that one. Or like Warhammer. Even like the guards gave me a very strong like
Nerd.
yeah, okay, nerd over here. Gave me a very strong like Destiny, like I don't know. Like minions. I mean, they were minions, but you know what I mean.
I got more of a vibe of Ironmonger, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it was like I said, it had a lot of parallels to Iron Man.
Titanium Man.
Titanium Man. Was it Titanium Man?
I think that's Ivan Drago.
Ivan
Drago was
Iron Dynamo.
Well, hold on, Ivan.
The Crimson Dynamo. That was what. That's who he was. And then they just combined Whiplash and the two together for the MCU. They combined them together.
Ivan Vanko, not Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago. He's like, I must break you.
Ivan Vanko was the name of Whiplash, but they gave him the Crimson Dynamo armor or esque.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's again kind of watching all the MCU movies. You can't help but see the similarities. Again, doesn't detract. I didn't think it detracted from the movie. It was one of the things where a bomb, you get DC's Ivan Vanko's backstory. You see like the bomb, bomb gets dropped. You see like the cord, much like in.
Oh, and they did the bad guy's backstory.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
You see the
why he's doing what he's doing.
You see the whole like those we saw the name start for days. And
yeah, that's pretty good accent. That's pretty good. You're probably gonna be killed now by the KGB. Now I just got demonetized because I missed the KGB. So I have a thought here to rate this two different ways. Rating this as the beginning, like the beginning of the new DC universe, whatever they decide to call it, the DCEU, the DCU, whatever. Let's say they go yep, and then like the next one is like Superman Legacy or whatever, and Blue Beetle has an appearance in it, or he's mentioned, or whatever. Like how would you view this movie as the beginning of a new
I go to these movies and just see it as a movie. I mean, yes, the MCUs are kind of connected, and I know they tried to do that with the past DC movies, try to make them somewhat connected.
Yeah.
I just go to a movie just to watch it. It's like, I mean, I'll give it a 4 because it was entertaining, even though I didn't understand half the things people were saying.
That's what the subtitles were for.
Yes, but they didn't have subtitles for everything.
Oh, that's true, they didn't. But those are very common Spanish words. So. Very awkward pause there.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'd give it a 4 too. The other thought is like, how would you rate this as a standalone movie, not connected to any not any it's not part of any universe. It's just like a franchise, like they used to do, like back in the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Blade days, when they were just movies. They weren't like part of some bigger cinematic universe.
Again, I feel like Fantastic Four movies, they were enjoyable. First one was better than the second one.
Yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5. Probably because I think I connected with it more than you did, probably.
Well, you probably at least half connected with it.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Half connected with it.
You brought that up in the past, and I'm just going to keep reminding you.
Just gonna keep reminding me here. All right.
You
half reminding. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing more there to say. We'll leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you enjoyed this one, you can check out that video right there. And
something about subscribe, hit that bell.
Oh, I don't do that anymore.
Oh, I'm just doing it to be an ass.
Oh, he's just doing it to be an ass. All right. Thanks, guys. Later.
Bye bye.
Is that how you hang up the phone? Okay, bye bye.
I just hang up.
Oh.